form of the game. Eric van Geels, who was left out resting those weary old legs in that match against Denmark we just saw. But Italy and Croatia doing battle now. Italy have fought hard in their 2 games, but were eliminated by the defeat to England about 30 minutes ago. And Croatia, who've been possibly the best defenders so far in the tournament, they've only conceded 4 goals in their 2 games, with victories 4-2 against England, and then before lunch 3-2 against France in the game that really was the biggest upset of the lot. But the French survived and went through by beating England, and the Italians already out looking for their first point, but they've been entertaining. They've scored 9 goals in their 2 matches. 2 Claudio's leading their side. Do you know much about either of these 2 sides, Liv?
No, I can't say that I do actually, but they both look strong.
Yeah, it's been, the Italians have been a little unfortunate in many respects, but the Croatians, well, we'll see. We again expect the team in dark blue to be ultra compact. They took the English team really by surprise, talking to a couple of the London Street Kings lads earlier when they were defeated by Croatia in the opening game, and that was the turning point for England in this tournament really, because they couldn't quite recover despite beating Italy in the second game. The Italians knock it around, but look at the 3, not much width offered by the Croatians. They'll go to the wide man every time. Such discipline. Maybe it's not in the absolute spirit of Street 3s to the purest size. Maybe as a freestyler you want to see a little bit more skill and tricks, but you've got to admire their discipline.
Yeah, I still respect the game, every single game, including football and street soccer. But here you can see Croatia just keeping the shape,
competitive edge, yeah, and basically doing the job of the goalkeeper, even though there isn't a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
No hands allowed for anyone, unlike futsal, where you do have a keeper and can use a fly keeper if you wish. It's a new style of football. It's street soccer, and it's in Manchester. It's the World Championship Street 3s 2016. Croatia through, Italy out. Little cheeky lob, way too high for the small goals in Street 3s. Final group game in Group 1. England already eliminated. If Italy win, and win well, they could go into 3rd position in the group, but it doesn't count for too much at this stage. Croatia bringing it away. Didn't expect too many goals in this one, in all honesty, the way that Croatia has played. They've got a squad of Rafael Spajic, who's the most experienced player, Bojanovic, Domagoj Clement, who's a young, really likeable chap. I was speaking to him before the tournament started, and Dino Stepanovic here. The Italians maybe suffering that they've only been able to bring 3 across, had a late withdrawal. 2 Claudios, Ciferi and Rozzioli, and Marco Midula making up the numbers for them. Croatia in the dark kit against the Azzurri, and the Azzurri tray looking for their first point in the World Street 3s. So really, Liv, it is about the gold medals and the trophy. There's a beautiful trophy to be won, but it is about promotion and expanding the game, really. And you can see that in 2017, 2018, 2019, they'll be packing out venues and people paying good money to come and watch, you would think.
Yeah, definitely. It's, in some elements, it's more entertaining than football because it's end-to-end, it's constant, where in football it can slow down a lot. I think within a few years we'll see these places selling out.
I bet the question you get asked most by young kids who come to watch you freestyling is, how did you start? How did you do it?
For me, I started freestyling just because I was always a footballer since I was little. I'd be out on the street with a football all day, all night, and I just started to discover videos online, started practicing tricks, and then I just got addicted to that feeling of when you land a new trick and just wanted to keep beating it each time.
You're from a footballing family then?
Yeah.
So where are you from?
I'm from Leyland in Lancashire.
So not that far away, a little bit further north from here. If you don't know the geography of the northwest of England, it's the World Street 3s in Manchester at the Central Convention Centre, and great host they've been during the Soccer X Football Festival. Croatia still struggling to break down Italy. 2 pretty defence-minded teams. cancelling each other out at the moment. We might get only our second goalless period in this competition so far. We've not yet had a draw in the competition as a whole. Italy will finish the first period with the last attack of the half, but they won't break the deadlock, and the buzzer will go with a scoreline as we started in the final match in Group A. It's Italy 0, Croatia 0. Italy trying to press Croatia, but the Croats keeping possession well. Here's the skipper, Rafael Spajic. And trying to walk it into the net, but denied by the frame of the goal and nearly caught on the counter. Clement. Liv's doing a selfie video as we speak. It's got to be done, social media.
You've got to get that promo in.
You have. It'll be on Twitter, will it, and Instagram? What's it?
Of course it will, on my Snapchat story as well.
Oh, that'll disappear quickly, but you'll... the social media takeoff of this event, every time you make a tweet, it's retweeted about 20 times from fans around the world and introducing more people, and almost squeezed home for the opening goal from the Italians. Their squad down to 3, as we said. Marco Midula joined by the two Claudios. Claudio Rischioli there. Here is Midula. You might be able to hear the announcements. It's nearly into the last 3 minutes here in the last group game before we get into the semi-finals after a little break. But here's a chance for Croatia. Fancy feet. Still won't go in. Hit the frame of the goal again. Croatia trying to seal this game. Just the one strike so far, but the Italians could get back level. Good tackle. That's conventional football. The Italians having to push forward more now, and inevitably it'll be difficult for them to keep Croatia out in the last quarter of this contest. 5 minutes each way. We're almost at the midway point of the second period. The crowd's grown throughout the day. Lots going on here as well. Other football-related entertainment for the kids. Speed test on your shot. And, oh, that's really not a good effort, if we're honest, from Claudio Rischioli, I think it was. And there's how to do it. It's a second goal for Croatia in their final group game. And Italy trying to respond immediately. Well, it'll be an interesting matchup in the semi-finals. Croatia with a 100% record and Denmark with a 100% record. And the 3 favourites, we were told, would be Holland, Belgium and France. One of those has gone out, Belgium. And Croatia making a quick change there. Spajic and Clement on. No end product. And Italy keep the damage at 2. They won't want to go through a game without scoring, have their opportunity a couple of times. Still can't force the ball home at the World Street 3s, where Croatia are easing into the semi-finals here. Have you seen the trophy, Liv?
No, I've not actually.
No, I've seen a picture of it. I showed a picture of it on the phone. I don't know where they're keeping it. Somewhere secret, I think. But it is, they're nicknaming it the Shard. It looks like that massive building in London, and apparently it's almost the weight as well. It's a heavy beast. So, thinking that one of these little lads might need some help picking it up because there's a few really big lads out there, especially for Croatia, I have to say. And then you've got the likes of the real street footballers who started it off, who all tend to be quite small and very good low centre of gravity and good balance. And as Croatia go through this one, quite simply 2-0, efficient, you might even say ruthless from the Central Europeans. Italy might get caught again here. I'll just keep it in the corner. A few more seconds will go off the clock. Have to release it. Might work for Italy's advantage here. Smashed it straight at the lone player back in the goal. Spajic. Could be a third. Won't be needed anyway. Croatia with a 100% record. Will they get the last? Well, not yet, they won't. Italy do get a consolation with 9 seconds remaining. At least they managed to score in all their games. Italy get one back, 2-1. And after the defeats to France by 6-3 in the first game and 7-6 to England in the second game, Italy bow out with a 2-1 defeat against Croatia. Certainly haven't disgraced themselves against one of the two teams with a 100% record here at the World Soccer 3. So the group stages are complete. Liv, going to give you a break. Thanks for joining us for the group stage. We'll have a break now before we resume for the final session with 2 semi-finals, then the third place